these are culture thing that has to do with you not really getting the child informed. The child gets outside, learns it their own way or his own way, and then at the end of the day, the child messes the entire thing up. So when you start early enough, right from age 8, then the child keeps having this information up to adolescence where the sex organs are very proactive. Once they pick the necessary information they need to pick, they'll be able to kind of.
So what have you discovered about these children as you have met them? I believe that you might have probably identified some peculiar problems that they have in relation to the areas that you are dealing with. What have you found about these children that probably people in authority haven't even gotten such valuable information?
Yeah, what I discovered was that most of them really did not understand that they could actually pick up disease like STIs, if they are engaged in unprotected sexual activities. And some also believe that, HIV was not really real, that HIV has to do with spiritual issues and all that, So I had to take my time to really disseminate information to them that it's actually real. Everybody's at risk, but it depends on how you play your cards. And that's why it's been simplified in the game form, At every point you are playing the game,
we're talking about the games, but how many schools have you been able to reach in Upper West? Is it Upper West?
Yes, Upper West region.
How many schools have you been
in Upper West region? The Ghana Education Service gave me a list of all the junior high school and all the senior high school. I'm actually meant to make the games available to all the schools. I have a total of 361 schools which I'm supposed to visit.
But how many have you visited so far?
So far, I think I've done close to 80.
About 80 schools?
Correct.
Congratulations.
Thank
so
you
who
so
fund your projects?
Yeah, for now, I do the funding myself. I kind of, I'm involved in other activities, and from there I get resources to fund what I'm doing. The school challenge we did in Upper West Region in WASEC, was Senior Secondary School, during the World AIDS Day, to kind of mark the concept. Because what we are looking at is making the school challenge event a national event.
What is the school challenge event?
Yes, the school challenge event, the concept is all about we training the schools, first of all, making the games available to the schools across the country. Okay, let me start from Upper West Region. We made the games available to the schools. We trained them and then gave them the manuals on the game. And then we had the schools select their best representative. And then we brought them together in one, gathering. And then they played among themselves. And then from there we selected winners. We had winners in the boys category and we had winners in the girls category.
So you have actually packaged an educational program into a competitive game.
Correct.
To educate children.
Exactly.
On HIV and other STIs.
Yes.
This is Change Managers. We'll be back.
Hi. This car is just what you need. It's sleek and elegant. Now you need to protect it.
How?
The SIC Comprehensive Motor Policy, of course.
The SIC Comprehensive Motor Policy takes care of any accidental damage, fire, theft, flood, collision, and more. And it covers a wide range of vehicles.
How do I make my claims?
Simple. You can make claims at any of SIC's networked branches throughout the country.
No matter the value of the car, SIC has the financial strength to pay the claims.
And I'll let you in on a secret. More than half of the comprehensive motor policy holders in the country are SIC holders.
Get an SIC Comprehensive Motor Policy now. SIC. Our promises are sacred.
Wake up bright and mix it right. Your nutritious mug of rich alcohol, full of fun and energy. It is Cadbury's rich alcohol. Mix it right. You need 4 teaspoons of rich alcohol, 1 cube of sugar to add, 5 teaspoons of milk mixed with hot water.
Start Start your day right. Only Rich Choco gets you ready for hectic days. Rich Choco is your source of protein and gives you energy. It's made from the highest quality cocoa from Ghana and contains vitamins, minerals, and malt. Mix it right for nutritious delight. Rich Choco, your daily source of fun and energy.
You are welcome back. This is Change Managers, and my guest is Joshua Kogo. Yo, the game that you are using to touch the lives of these children, what is that game? What is the name of the game? And how is it played?
Yes, it's actually Choices. It's called Choices.
Choices.
Game, correct. Choices in the sense that you are actually behind anything that happens to you. The choices you make can either expose you to either be infected with STIs or can keep you safe.
So how is it played?
Yes, it's actually like Monopoly, and it's played by 3 people at a time. The interesting part of the game is, like I said, at every stage in the game, you are being educated because the cards that are being displayed on the board, we have over about 105 informations on HIV/AIDS. We have the HASEC card that has to do with question and answer session. While you're playing the game, being entertained, the question is being posed on people playing. When you answer the question correctly and all that, you advance to the next stage. If you don't, it reflects on the board on your movement and all that. So that's how it is.
So, as the people play the game,
yes,
they get questions and answers.
Exactly, they have
So
questions.
some of the issues concerning HIV.
Exactly, STIs, exactly, STIs, HIV.
So at the end of the day, is it the information that the person has already that is going to determine whether he's going to win the game, or is the information that the person is going to absorb from the game that is what is going to determine whether he's going to be the winner or not?
Yes, yes and no. And in the game we have, it's like every game has its rules, and there's a little bit of luck playing the game too somehow because it's a dice game. You have to cast the dice, and it depends on the number that reflects on the dice that determines your movement and whether you're going to pick any card and all that. So if the numbers on the dice reflect after you've sum up everything and move within the triangle, it could either derail your movement. It could make you either advance or make you to go down.
So how did you come up with this design of the game?
Yeah, well, it's thinking outside the box. I mean, these days people don't really spend so much of time thinking outside the box. So I mean, it cost me 4 years, trying to conceive this idea and then working with like minds to make sure that it happens.
But how do you know that the game will actually be effective as the children play? How do you know that this is an effective game that will help educate the people?
Well, we've sent it. Yeah, we've sent this to some couple of places, and they've actually said yes, it's quite a good tool. We've sent it to GTZ. GTZ, and GTZ, they're really quite interested. It's just that in 2009, since we did the introduction quite late, they did not really factor us in the budget. So hopefully maybe 2010, they might come up with a budget. We also introduced it to Peace Corps, American Peace Corps. American Peace Corps in 2010, I'll be training, a lot of Peace Corps personnel across the 10 regions in Ghana.